Now let's go a little bit deeper into the assignments in Google Classroom. So in Classwork, if you click on Create and you go to Assignment, you can create an assignment for your students to do. So if I set it up as a couple that have been called tests, but let's just say I'm going to set them up an assignment. When I go in here, there's a couple things that I really like to do. I love having assignments that are linked to something in Google Drive. So whether that's a doc, a sheets, a presentation, something that's in Drive because it's so connected. I can also create something, which is another thing that I really like to do. And so I can go in and create a document for my students to work on. And what that'll do is that will give them a blank document. And then what it'll end up looking like is, I kind of went over this in my providing feedback. So when I click on this, when I view the assignment, what I can see are all of these documents of my students. Now they're all blank because they're blank documents, but once they start to type something in, then I'll be able to see what it is that they're typing. I can also go to this open folder for assignment, and then all of the documents are in a folder. Now I typed in this one, which is why there's something in there, and once students start to post, then I'll be able to see what it is that they are doing. So I can do a really quick sweep now of like nobody has done anything. So then I can talk to my students about what it is that they're supposed to do. Another thing that I really like that I wanted to show you is that the quiz assignment is something that is a newer piece within Google Classroom. So they have done some interesting things in here. And so if I do a quiz assignment, it sets up all of these features that you can do to have it like work the way that it's supposed to. So it says that it can import grades for assignments. Grades importing automatically limits one form to one response per each form for one response per user, which means that when you go into the quiz, it has all these things set up. So if I want to limit it to one response, I can do that. If I don't want to, I can do that as well. And then it will give me options to build it, and it's all set up and it all works right in there. So it's a really cool kind of connection between forms and the assignments to make something that's really cool. The other thing that I wanted to show real quick is the quiz assignment. And I have one in here. Okay, so I went in and did some basic questions and advanced questions. And so when you go in here, the cool thing about questions is that once the student posts a question, then they'll be able to see everything that is below it. And you can go in and type out information for the students. When I would do these with students, they would be able to respond to each other. And it's a really cool thing to be able to set it up that way. You can change some of those features if you don't want the students to reply to each other. You can turn that off. If you want them to be able to edit their answers, you can let them do that. So there's just kind of cool things within the Classwork tab that can make a really cool Google Classroom. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.